Hi there guys, welcome to Dino's World. Today I have the driver's delight, the absolute champ of the C segment. This is the turbo petrol DCT variant, the most juiced up variant that absolutely sets new standard and establishes a benchmark in terms of pure driving pleasure. Let's quickly do a walk around and interior exterior walkthrough and then go to the driving experience, which will absolutely blow your mind away. So guys, taking a look at the front fascia, you have the same sharpshooter design language, a futuristic design language almost reminiscent of the Knight Rider series kit car from the yesteryears. You have this beautiful DRL running across the front line, and then you have this beautifully laid out front grille. You have the radar right over here, massive Hyundai logo, the quad lamp setup right over here that offers a supreme light throw and sharp cuts and creases and beautiful bonnet lines that highlight the aerodynamic efficiency and reduces drag and offers better mileage and better top speed, allowing the car to cut through air much more easily and efficiently, thereby offering pure adrenaline rush. Moving on to the profile, the proper sports coupe sedan design silhouette comes full circle with massive 16-inch alloys. You have 205 by 55 R16 wheels. You have this red calipers. I hope the red calipers were available on both ends. I don't know what's their fascination with offering red calipers only in the front, but if only they could offer it at both, even at the back, it would have been good. But all 4 disc brakes are a must have for this absolute monstrous beauty. You have the satin chrome finish for the door handles. You have this beautifully laid out sharp sporty looking outside rear view mirror with integrated turn blinkers. The all black attire makes it look super stealthy like a Batmobile. You have this shark fin antenna and a new integrated spoiler that enhances the sporty quotient and takes it to a different level in terms of visual appeal. Even the ground clearance, surprisingly, for the Verna this time around has been improved far better than what it used to be in the previous models. At the back, as I told you, this beautiful spoiler looks or adds a little more character to the vehicle. You have this beautifully end-to-end LED beautifully laid out. You have the Verna badging underneath the glass, and you have the 1.5 turbo badging right over here that screams louder than ever that this is a pure enthusiast delight. You have this diffuser kind of an effect, but then it's there just to add a sporty appeal. Apart from that, you also have this adequate amount of 528 liters of boot space. That looks larger than that actually. Huge amount of boot space to carry your luggage on the go, so it scores really well in terms of utility and practicality as well. Guys, moving into the cabin, you can see all black attire for the seats, driver's seat as well as the passenger seat. You have this red piping, red stitching highlighting the sporty character, sporty demeanor of the car. You have power adjustment for the driver's seat, all new steering wheel borrowed from the Venue that looks super premium and super deserving. You also have this new console, a curved display that has new graphics. I will talk about it in a moment. The shifter looks nice and chunky. You have bottle holders all around all 4 doors, satin chrome finish for the door handle, and then of course you have automatic start stop system, traction control, and then you also have aluminium pedals. You also get a sunroof right over here, not a huge one, but then this accent of red and blue for the aircon vents is beautifully done. Door opening angle is decent enough. You also have the sun blinds right over here, which are useful for a little bit of privacy that your family would enjoy while driving. Bose speakers, as I told you, bottle holders at the back, and adequate legroom, more than sufficient legroom and more than sufficient headroom on offer, along with the sunroof right over there. You have dedicated aircon vents for the passengers at the back, dedicated central armrest, dedicated headrest for 2 passengers at the back, and very comfortable seating for 2 adults at the back and maybe a kid in between. And you have Bose control seat right over here. From the back you can control the front seat, and look at the dash, it looks so premium, so sporty. Okay, quickly talking about the speedo cluster, it has different animation for different modes. As of now, we were in the normal mode, now we've moved to sport mode. We are in the eco mode now, and then the normal mode was with which we started. Sport mode looks the best, but this is borrowed straight from the Sonnet. That is kind of a downer. They should have given dedicated animated fonts and dedicated layout for the Verna, which is a legendary car. But the steering wheel looks super cool, man. Just look at the steering wheel. I'm having to just pan out a bit, and then of course this is straight out of the i20, so that is again not a great thing. They could have offered something like Elantra N kind of a layout, because this car deserves that. That's the kind of following and respect the Verna enjoys here in India, a cult following unlike anything else. You have dedicated dials for fan speed and temperature control, which is a very good touch. They could have given a volume controller as well. That would have completed this thing. Your ventilated seats, Type-C charging socket, wireless charging slot right over there, and the shifter right over here. And this red and white layout looks super premium, and the attention to detail, the accents here and there highlight the sporty character. Okay, in terms of safety, it gets 7 airbags, level 2 ADAS, and a whole lot of other safety features on board that you come expecting from a car in this segment, including a 360-degree camera, which is super clear and super crisp. And then of course the pricing starts from 10.99 lakhs ex-showroom and goes all the way up to 18.4 lakhs depending on the variant you prefer. But this is the preferred choice. If I were to pick one, the 1.5 litre turbo DCT is worth every rupee. You can say that without hesitation. Drive it to believe it. First of all, look at the cluster. It's gotten an update. The steering is all new. It's borrowed from the new venue, and now it looks the part. It looks like the Knight Rider car from the yesteryears. That's what I can relate to, especially the attire, the all black attire, and the overall demeanor resembles the KITT car from the Knight Rider series. Okay, now this is 1.5 litre turbo petrol, 160 horsepower, 253 Newton meters torque, DCT, 6-speed DCT. So let's slot it into sport mode. Now this mode right here is primarily for sound modes. This mode right here is the drive mode. First, let us switch off all the unwanted electronics, because this one does get ADAS functions. Okay, so let's get into settings, vehicle, and driving safety. Forward safety is turned off, lane safety is turned off, warning methods, attention warning is okay, driving convenience, smart cruise control and all those things, warning methods, blind spot safety is good, parking safety and all. Okay, yeah, you have this very good 360-degree camera, and of course you have this blind spot BVM. Okay, blind view monitor. It enhances this thing, and then you can see a very crystal clear display of the top view as well as the rear view. Okay, so now we are in drive mode. Yeah, what it turns off is basically lane safety, or lane departure warning, and also collision warning, or the collision avoidance technique. So because it doesn't have to brake automatically, we are good enough to do that. I love the manual variant. The last time I drove it, if you haven't seen that video, please watch that. That didn't get the interior updates that this one gets. In fact, I had particularly pointed out that this deserves the cluster, at least the Sonnet cluster that it gets now is a well-deserved inclusion. Okay, let's immediately put it into manual and go into first gear and step on the gas. Oh boy, it's such a joy. An absolute beast unleashed, no holes barred whatsoever. This thing is insane. The brakes are brilliant, the control is right on point, the wheels lend superb stability, the aerodynamics are perfectly sorted, the brakes are right on point, suspension, the damping settings is just about perfect. It's not too soft, not too rigid, and the chassis stability is absolutely out of this world. This is the Verna of your dreams. this is the Verna that actually blew everyone's mind away and set new standards in the C segment. Now, of course, we just quickly check the turning radius. Can we make the turn? No. Okay, just one small adjustment. Okay, just go back and let's quickly evaluate the 360-degree camera. We have had our share of fun. Okay, so put it in neutral and 360-degree camera, the view. This is the top view, this is the rear view, then this is the proper 3D view, and you have very crystal clear view. And yeah, it is not color orientated, but still you have a proper silhouette, and it is not awkwardly having that fisheye kind of effect. It has a clear view. Okay, then you have this view, then this. You can change it further as per your vision will, dynamic guidelines and all those things. Okay, so say for instance I put it in, so yeah, dynamic guidelines, and that's expected. This is top of the line super sedan that is here to absolutely satiate your appetite for speed and thrill and intensity. And the steering calibration is so good. It is so good, it'll make you drool over with joy and admiration for this machine. Okay, so we've had our share of fun. We'll just give it a spurt of 0 to 100. And are you ready? In the manual mode, step on the gas, baby, for the glory of gasoline. This thing is an absolute animal and a beast. Ho 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 ho. I love it. Oh, I'm in love with this machine. Look at the brakes, look at the stability. This thing is phenomenal. Oh, one drive is all it takes to fall in love. When was the last time you fell in love? You gotta get that feeling, boy, when you drive the Verna. This new Verna is walking the talk. It's defining the statement, defining the segment. I mean, yes, we've had the Virtus, we've had the Slavia that actually brought back the sedans into reckoning, but Verna, it says, you just wait until I show up. And then the kind of driving dynamics it has on offer is just way beyond imagination. That blows your mind away. Okay, and this one shifts on its own even if you don't shift. Say for instance, now we are in the in first gear. Okay, see, it holds still nearly 6,000 rpm and then shifts up. Okay, so it doesn't hold the gear like the Marutis, where you have to shift up and it just keeps hitting the red line, the needle at the red line. That is a good satisfying feel. But anyway, and this is a 6-speed DCT. Okay, so I think you need to pick up speed to get into the 6th gear. Yeah, there you see. So it's a 6-speed DCT, dual clutch, also automatic, absolutely butter smooth shifts, no latency whatsoever. And this thing is joy, absolute delight to drive. So I have to find adjectives, I have to find references. How do I compare this? How do I make you relate to this joy, unparalleled joy? Imagine a cameo of Iron Man coming up in Avengers Doomsday, though it is Robert Downey Jr. playing the Doomsday, Dr. Doom, but still imagine that kind of stuff which you don't expect, and then it hits you out of nowhere. Yes, the Verna has always been a symbol of in terms of demeanor, visual appeal. It's been that sensuous design language, and then came the performance part. It has always been performance focused and a driver's delight and enthusiast delight. So they had to bring all that back into reckoning because the design got mixed kind of response. They added a rear spoiler. Now how functional is that is a big question mark. For 160 horsepower you don't need a massive rear wing or this thing for downforce, but still The aerodynamic efficiency of the bodywork is well sorted. It reduces drag. It allows the car to cut through air much more efficiently, much more easily. So when you reduce drag, the speed increases, the efficiency increases, the mileage increases. And but who cares about mileage when you're driving a Verna? It's all about that driving thrill and intensity. Oh, the need for speed. Oh, but I am loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Then you have a Bose music system for audiophiles like me to enjoy the drive further. But the steering calibration, the steering sensitivity is so well sorted. This is a major inclusion that has made a world of difference in terms of night and day for the driving dynamics of the Verna than compared to what it was earlier when it was first launched. This new design was first launched. The cluster was different. Was sharing the cluster with the Venue. I hated that. This deserved a sporty cluster. Now I still stand by that point. This is a Verna, man. It's a legend. People have this enjoys a cult following unlike anything else. It's like a fan base for Robert Downey Jr. It's a fan base for Tom Holland. You can say Spider-Man that's coming up shortly. So when you have this kind of fan base, this deserves character. This deserves an upgrade that upkeeps or kind of complements its character or the respect or the legacy of the brand. Now you can't just bring this thing cluster from the Sonnet and slap it on here. You have this from the i20. This deserves animation, and this deserves new fonts, racing fonts, and deserves a cluster of its own, like what the N line gets. Elantra N, just look at the cluster of the Elantra N. You're rest assured it's built for speed, it's built for thrill, it's built for nothing else but speed. So when you are sitting in this cockpit, when you are feeling the need for speed, and when you're feeling that it's the Verna DNA that's propelling you right from the word go, why do you want to compromise? I don't see the need. So you can do way better R&D, guys. I mean, who would want a Sonnet's display on a Verna? I would never accept that. And similarly, the 10.25 inch infotainment cluster gets the same fonts and the same display layout like that of the i20. Now if I'm upgrading from an i20, I need something fresh, I need something unique, I need something worthy of that extra cash that I'm shelling out. This is around 16 lakhs for the manual variant, 17 lakhs ex-showroom for the, so that's close to 20 lakhs on road, and you get the same cluster as some other car. So that is unacceptable. I hope Hyundai hear it loud and clear, because we are fanboys. We enjoy the cars, we enjoy Verna, we enjoy the Creta. Every car has its own fan base, has its own following, has its own legacy. So when a car leaves a legacy of its own, you can't compromise in terms of styling or visual appeal or any element that has to do with its character. Okay, so that's pretty much it. It's a driver's delight. I love driving it. I can push it further and further and enjoy all the more all day long. But we got to wrap this thing in a short format such that it doesn't pull too long. So suspension on point, braking are brilliant, and the chassis is superbly orientated. The steering calibration is one of the finest that you can experience, and hands down, if you want the best driver's delight kind of a sedan in this price segment, yes, it overtakes the Virtus, yes, it overtakes the Slavia, and this one stands supreme as the king of the segment if it comes to only driving dynamics. And yes, that's saying something, because Virtus and Slavia set very high standards in terms of driving dynamics, and so glad Hyundai have walked the talk, come back with a vengeance to reclaim their throne. So thanks for watching. I just hope you enjoyed this quick fire drive, POV drive. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and help me get past 1 million subscribers. See you guys next time. Cheers.